Hey guys, it's Kimberly Martinson, your instructor. I want to talk about what's coming up this week so that you have a good, strong sense of what your workload will be, and so that you guys know to ask me any questions. So hopefully you guys are having a good weekend. And by Friday night, I noticed that a dozen of you had posted your rough drafts to Discussion Board 3, which is great. And then some of you have already started doing the peer review, which is the other part of that. The way I'm going to grade it, the way it's set up, your original post is your own essay, and then you have 3 replies, and the replies are your peer reviews. So the discussion board instructions explain what exactly you're supposed to comment on and how, but you can also look at, some people have already provided some good models there. The way I'm going to grade it is by tomorrow night, I'm going to give everyone 20 points for posting their own rough draft and 10 points for each review that they write. A couple of you have emailed me to ask me, can I provide feedback on your essay? Yes, absolutely. That's my job. And so I'm working on that now. I will get that done as quickly as possible. Let me know if you guys are having trouble with any part of that discussion. Coming up on Wednesday, you guys have the final draft due. So you're going to get all of your feedback by tomorrow night. And then you have until Wednesday to turn it around, make it better. I often see, I see different things. Sometimes I see people turn in really strong rough drafts, and there's really not that much to do to polish the final draft. I see people turn in drafts where they're mostly on the right track, and they need to develop something more, or maybe reorganize, and so they make those changes for their final draft. I also see people who, for their rough draft, what they turn in is not meeting the standards of the assignment. Then they get their feedback, and then they revise, and their final draft turns out great. So that's the purpose of the process. For whatever kind of writer and whatever kind of product you create, the review process is intended to cheer you on and to push you forward to success. So thank you for participating in that. For the final draft, if you're having trouble, I'm going to be flexible with that due date, to be honest. I do, the sooner that you turn them all in, the quicker we can all move on. But just let me know if by Wednesday at midnight is difficult. And if it's by Friday, I think that, I can work with that. Moving on to what's actually due on Friday. So Friday the 9th, you have reading due, and those are your readings. You also have you have a discussion due, which is your topic brainstorm. Essay 2 is different, and you are going to create your own argument this time rather than simply evaluate one. The third essay will be a researched argument, so that's the direction that we build. So those are your 2 things for Friday, your readings and your post. Now I wanted to show you one thing that's a little odd for this weekend, and with a compressed class, this was my best way of getting around this. So Monday the 12th is a federal holiday. It's Veterans Day, so I decided I can't technically have anything due on that day. So what I decided to do was assign it to be due on Sunday. That way the work still gets done, and we more or less stay on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, which I think is easier to remember. And the easier things are to remember, the more likely they are to get done. So those are your assignments for this week. You guys are doing great. I will get in touch soon.